I was going back to the Velvet Room just to do some last-minute things that I wanted to do before the boss did the whole Futaba sequence of holy shit fuck longness. But, well, I went back to the Velvet Room and Justine was there, and she's, well, I went back to the entrance, and basically Justine's doing a mandatory pull into the Velvet Room, which means cutscene time, so...
There you are, inmate.
So yeah, this is leading us straight here, which is Gucci, but I should have figured since we're about to Futaba it up, as far as the boss goes, then it makes sense that, we'd have one of these sequences, but anywho.
Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the gallows, used to strengthen persona abilities.
Ah yes, a new one. Yay.
Any further questions regarding this ritual can be directed toward our master himself. He's apparently gonna consider making even more rituals if your rehabilitation goes as planned. Work hard for it, inmate.
Will do there, ma'am.
How fares your progress in our game?
Well, frankly, not as fast as I'd like to be, considering I want to get this game done by... Was it like the 18th? I don't remember anymore. The days are getting shorter and shorter, for sure. The days are getting... Well, yeah, they're feeling shorter and shorter, because, like, I really need to get a move on with this game to finish it by then. And I have to start binge playing, so, yeah, oh well. Oh, my Velvet Room, what do you need today?
The inmate...
Well, what I was gonna do is gonna go ahead and... Oh yeah, all I was gonna do, I wasn't gonna fuse anything. I was just gonna grab an Emperor persona for Yusuke.
Are you finished?
That's what I was gonna do. I'm gonna make absolutely 100% certain that Yusuke is Emperor. That his Arcana is Emperor, but, Yusuke keeps... Where are you, dude? I always, somehow, initially visually skip over their name the first time I scan the list. Every single time. Anyone else have that problem? Weird. I'd like to stop doing that. Yeah, he's Emperor. I just wanted to make sure because I was very convinced that Makoto was Empress for the longest time. But now that I think about it, it's probably because the Queen thing, that's her name. And, basically the reason we decided that is because she's a very natural leader, and she definitely assumed that role right a goddamn way, right? In a very authoritative manner, right? And it makes sense because she's doing council president. She's used to being in a leadership role as young as she is, so it makes sense. And that's probably the reason why my brain wrapped around it. Oh yeah, Empress, because, Queen, But no. She is Priestess, so that confuzzled me a bit. Alright.
These are the paths you have walked.
But, Emperor... Wow. Oh wow, there's a 25 Emperor that I didn't end up picking up. I'll have to see... I'll end up getting that, hopefully, from Mementos diving, which probably could have gotten by now already, but I will absolutely actually take time to Mementos dive this next period of respite after Futaba. But for now, I'll have that just to make sure I can Yusuke it up. And I'll leave, a period of, 5 or 10 days before the end to, try to make damn sure I can just clear through all the Memento stuff, including the chunks of time. I will, probably more like 10 days, just to make sure I can hopefully also get through the chunks of time I will have to spend getting the names of the targets that I still need to get the names of, so... Yeah, anywho, let us go ahead.
Are you finished?
And, go back.
It is time, inmate.
And then go... After this scene, anyway. I keep forgetting about all of these little scenes. Although, granted, maybe I just, instead of forgetting, I wasn't really cognizant of them to begin. Well, I don't know. Forgetting is probably the best way to say that. Especially because I've been through this dungeon up to Cheetos at least a good few times by now. But yeah. Hello, Ryuji. Can't believe you're fine just spacing out in this heat and getting killed here. Oof. Sorry, man. Heat's baking my brain. Yeah, that's it, right? Yeah. Anywho, let's go free. Without further ado, let us return from Futaba's in order to have so many cutscenes happen and then come right back here. Because this is Persona 5, and that's kind of how bosses work in this game. Not even kind of, that is exactly how bosses work in this game. Now returning to the real world from Futaba's palace for, like, a few in-game hours and then... And probably a few real-world hours, too. Yeah. Actually, I don't know. I'm pretty sure these cutscenes don't amount to a lot of real-world hours if you were just to, you know, do them normally, and I intend to right now, but still, it's a joke. Yes. There's so much in between. I feel like a lot of it's rather redundant and not needed, but hey. When it's secured our route to the treasure, all we need to do is now send the calling card. Send the calling card. So we've made it. There's no turning back once the calling card is out. Failure's not an option. Don't worry, we won't fail the code. Let's do it. Anything else to do, Joker? Let's make sure we take our time going forward. Yep, nothing left to do. Let's get this thing over with. And by that I mean go through a lot of cutscenes for a good bit of time, and then come back again, and then do it all over again, and then do other stuff for a good few days, and then go back to doing the same loop again. Hey, welcome to Persona 5. I am tired, yes. Sleepy Durgan go weird. By the way, yeah, there we go. I mean, hell, who would not be tired after an adventure like Daddy? Calling card's ready. I was fast. I mean, I already wrote 3 of them before this, remember? But I came up with almost all the sentences. You don't gotta mention that! That's why it was fast. Nice job, Makoto. Smooth, Ryuji. I love her. Like, honestly, that there, just her suaveness there almost. I don't know, just you know, the way that she interjected. So, like, honestly, let's be honest here. Like, any reason is more reason for him to fall in love with her at this point in time, because, Because, like I said, he basically echoes my taste, which is just like, Makoto checks all the boxes, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I love her, man. Well, I think our leader should decide. Look who's the smooth one. It should really be up to him, though, don't you think? You know, the kind of shyish way she said that, I feel like I'm probably reaching, because this is me. And in my mind, they're basically already dating, but they're not yet in actuality. But, like, you know, I'm probably reaching a little bit, but that kind of, you know, sort of shy way she said that was, I don't know, I think she's just kind of making sure that I've got my say, and, because, you know, a lot of these messages, you know, I just read their banter and then I interject, you know, after a while. So I think she's trying to make sure that I'm Gucci, and that could be seen as a friendly gesture. But my brain's like, she likes me back. And I don't know exactly when you could say she likes me back, but it could possibly be the entire time I feel like he likes her back. Anyhow. Absolutely, we have no choice but to carry this out. It's all on you, Derg.
There you have it.
I just kind of wish you ended up actually holding her hand when she asked you to in Futaba's in the house. Though, like, in that situation, like, it could have just been not I don't want to hold her hand, more like I don't know if I should, or like what do I do? And she just ended up grabbing onto him because he was, like, stunned for a second, like, what? You want me to hold your hand? Well, I mean, you know what, that's my headcanon, that's why that occurred. Moving on. Because he was just too flustered by, holy shit, she wants to hold my hand, holy shit, fuck, holy, oh my god, what is this beautiful, oh, she's holding on to me, that's just as good. That's what happened there. That's my headcanon, moving on.
No point in thinking about it now, though. We have to do it. Once you've made up your mind,
Just give the order as usual at the hideout.
Will do there, Morgana Frenerino. Sup, Sojiro? Probably damn hot outside. Give me a break. Yeah, I feel you with heat, man. Not too much of a fan myself. There's Sojiro Frenerino. I accidentally saved it in the last slot because Durgan Shrug. Did you see that announcement? Destructive damage to the Japanese economy, but it wasn't dead to begin with. I'm not sure how the big wasn't dead to begin with. No. If economies were dead, then like, wouldn't that mean business wouldn't function anymore? Or maybe I'm, not really up with the lingo, but I feel like if an economy was dead, then it would be a lot worse than any economy in the world is right now. Because I don't think economies anywhere in the world are literally dead. So, it's just overreaction, I'm sure. I'm sure big companies are in a panic. I don't think that's an empty threat either. What are the Phantom Thieves going to do? Well, it'd be funny if they ended up running away from this. Well, think about it. The Phantom Thieves have never been known to act out online, have they, jerkwad? So what the fuck are they supposed to do about it? This is probably what I'd imagine Joker would want to say to a lot of these motherfuckers, if he could. Anywho. See that announcement? Oh, wait, hold on, no. Hold on. The curry was delicious. There we go. It's so weird that you have to talk to them twice. A lot of the time, and a lot of the time they say the exact same thing. Those both times. It's so weird. By the way, what's up with Medjet? Although they left clues, hacker group Medjet has not made the target of their next attack clear. According to experts, there are many corporations that could be potential targets. Companies managing public transport and other utilities are pressured to take countermeasures.
Hey!
Medjet is so creepy. They're really making a big mess out of all this. Yes. But we're about to make a big mess out of them. And by we, I mean Futaba, whenever she wakes up from her holy nap Batman after the whole phallus is done. But that'll be in a bit. Alright, friends. Thinky Durgan go weir. What do tonight is the big gold Durgany question. I'll have plenty of time to do coffee and stuff later. I want to do kindness. I'm gonna see if my tree, or if my plant needs nutrients in that light, and then I will go ahead and clean up the shop.
Nice.
Alright, yep. No need for nutrients. By the way, what you gotta say, Morgana?
Well then.
Once we get into Futaba's room, we'll show her the calling card and immediately start the heist. There's not going to be any time to prepare in between, so make sure you're ready to go beforehand. I'm thinking, I don't really think I hope I don't need to prepare anything that I'm not thinking. Like, as far as, like, items and stuff, I have so many of that kind of thing that I'm hoping I don't need anymore, of course. Anything like that. But anywho, friends, Sojiro, wait, hold on, whoops, okay, so, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the Durgan kindness.
Hey!
Hold on, let's actually just make 100% sure first that I really still do need kindness, though. Yes, kindness 3 and guts 3, and guts I'll work on later. Yeah. Oh, woo! Dergy, woo! Come on, buddy. Alright.
Hey!
Pliny Durgan go wee!
Oh.
Because classically we don't need more than our full bars of SP for one boss fight. Now I'm hoping that never really changes. Yay, I'm a pro at cleaninizationing. Woohoo!
That should do it for now.
Alright, I'll clean it, but the chief's gonna be happy with this. Heck yeah. Thinking about the customers and cleaning the store probably helped to increase your kindness, no? Yes, indeed. We did it, hey. We're a kinder Durgan. Yay. Hey, shouldn't you tell the others about that target mementos? No, what we should do is first save, just to make sure. you know, like, in case we forget something or whatever. And hideout, attic, and then send the calling card.
When are we gonna charge into Futaba's room? There's no point thinking it over now.
Well, thankfully, Ryuji, that's literally exactly what we're about to do.
I got the calling card, so let me know when you decide.
This is different from past cases. We'll be handing the calling card directly to Futaba herself. Once we give it to her, we'll head straight into her palace. There won't be any time for prep work in between. So make sure you're ready beforehand.
But how the fuck shit are we gonna get into her room now? Well, we're gonna figure out how we're gonna get into her room in just a second here. So I'm calling card.
Are you sure we're ready to go? Once Futaba sees the calling card, we'll need to head straight into her palace. Is that okay?
Yep, let's do it. Actually, I could have saved on that screen, but I hopefully won't need. Oh, you know what?
So
I'm
you're
gonna
set
save
on doing
it
this?
in the save room in the palace anyway. I just hope that that's gonna be enough. Yep.
Looks like it's my turn to unlock the entrance. Forgive me, Chief.
How will we convince Futaba to let us into her room, though? Even Boss is forbidden entry.
We'll be honest. We absolutely need to do this to steal her heart, which is exactly what she wants anyway and needs, so...
Yes. That is the best course of action.
And Joker's like, she thinks I'm doing the right thing. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I love her. And so does he,
You know a
in
method?
more literal way.
I think it's quite straightforward. Futaba doesn't know what we're doing inside her palace, correct? Hence, if we tell her we've come to steal her heart, she'll surely open the door and let us inside.
Wait, that's it?
Futaba wants to have a change of heart. After all, she contacted us for that express purpose. That desire should lead her to open the door as well.
You're right. Our feelings should get through if we just try and talk to her.
All right, I believe in Futaba. Come on, let's get this done.
I also believe in Futaba, and I believe in all you friends as well. Let's do this shit.
An eyeball? What's this?
How does she also already have access to the app? Oh, well, I mean, she has to do it in order to get into the palace the way that she does get into it. It's interesting how Igor knew to give her that, though. Interesting.
Huh. When did it get on here?
I'm guessing he just gives it to them when he feels that they need to be pulled into the thing. But yeah, she'll be entering it herself in a bit here. Oof, Futaba.
Whoa! Who are you?
I am the other you.
Is this some kind of hallucination? It's different from usual.
How long will you continue blaming yourself and shutting yourself away from the world?
Blaming myself for what?
See, she's not even cognizant, in any real, conscious way of what her other self is talking about. Because a lot of times people with the kinds of deep-seated issues that allowed her, that is making Futaba shut herself in the way she is, you know, tend to not be cognizant of it. And that's what causes them to be so much of a problem. You can become more cognizant of it, but it's a process and a difficult and painful one, but it's one that needs to happen. And that's how you get better, you know? And I believe in Futaba. We're gonna help her out with it, so it's gonna be awesome.
For your mother's death. Don't you think it's time you grasp the truth of that moment? What happened before your eyes? What happened to your mother?
The truth.
Why did you choose to rely on the Phantom Thieves?
That's...
Are you simply going to shut yourself in and do nothing? Are you going to avert your eyes from the true answer?
It's very interesting as to why she's talking to her like this. It reminds me a good bit about the shadow talks from Persona 4. Especially since, well, this is the first time that a shadow has talked to... A shadow version has talked to, the real-world version of the person.
If so, I will kill them in your world.
Oof.
What should I do?
Oofle. But why is she being specifically kind of vengeful?
We're sorry
like that?
for sneaking in so many times, boss.
Oof, yeah, it's been like 3 now. Or more. 3? I think 3 times we've snuck into his house so far. Rip.
There's no mistaking it. This is the same door as in the palace.
Hello, Futaba? You're there, aren't you? Please, answer us.
I doubt she'd answer.
Alibaba, we know you're there. It doesn't matter if it's through chat messaging, just answer us.
Should have told me you were gonna come
In
here.
order to steal your heart, we need you to open this door. We can't change your heart otherwise. Please let us in.
Oof, Futaba hug. You have to do this, I'm sorry. It's easy for
The
you to
other
say.
you within your heart told us to have you open it. Deep down, you want to open this door, don't you? Right. We're trying to uphold our promise, but you're the one resisting us. 10 seconds.
Oof.
Fine, but if boss comes home, we'll kick down the door and enter if we must. Time's up, Alibaba.
I love how Makoto's taking the initiative here and being able to get through to her in a very direct way that's helping it happen. I really like how Makoto's taking the initiative here. And again, guess what? My Joker's falling for her even more because of this, too. Because again, he loves everything about her, and it's cute. It's very adorable.
We need to change her cognition. Better to be completely safe than sorry.
So she has to be the one to invite us in.
Futaba, please open the door.
Futaba hug. There she goes. Hey.
Alright, let's go in.
I'm proud of her. Because that must have been extremely difficult for her to do. It is a room that is very messy. It's the room of someone like Futaba, and considering I've had my own anxiety things and stuff like that, keeping your room clean when you have a lot of mental stuff going on is usually one of the least things you end up being concerned about, or being able to do at least, even if you are concerned about it.
Medical science, information
Well, I
technology,
mean, okay.
biology, psychology.
And I like how
These are all technical books.
I like how Makoto immediately goes to what she's reading, all her books over there. Like, huh.
She keeps herself cooped up in a room like this all the time?
It's not so bad, I mean, my room isn't this bad, but it kind of used to be when I was younger. But yeah, my room isn't absolutely clean. It never really has been, but, yeah, my room used to be a lot worse. I should give myself credit for that.
Where's Futaba?
Where could she be hiding?
The closet?
She'll shut herself into the bitter end, hmm?
Yeah, that's kind of what, constitutes a shut-in, doesn't it? Yusuke hug. Or,
Even if that
Futaba
door's
hug, I guess.
opened up, we'll get stopped again inside. I bet a fence or something formed right in front of the treasure now.
Oof.
This makes no sense! Explain yourself!
Whoa, she talked!
We needed to change your cognition. Unless we do so, we can't steal your heart.
I highly doubt she would understand it, even if we explained it to her.
Remember what kind of books Makoto was talking about earlier? Well, similarly to Makoto here.
So basically, my cognition is being a hindrance, keeping you away from the core of my cognitive world? Huh? She understood it?
Well, I mean,
Why do you know about
there's
that?
also, well,
Who are you?
we're gonna learn how she knows about that soon. It's her mother, the cognitive science. Oof.
Why'd you call yourself Alibaba and make things more complicated? If you wanted help, you could have just asked for it.
Because I was embarrassed.
Futaba hug.
Huh? Oh, my bad. I didn't catch that.
Ryuji, I caught it, although I guess I'm not you.
Because I was embarrassed.
Huggy for my
I
friend.
think I get it. Asking someone for help isn't that easy.
On hug.
Futaba, can you tell us more? How do you know about the cognitive world?
Because I knew about it. Oh, that reminds me. Boss was talking about cognition or something before, right?
You think this is related to how he was getting grilled by that one lady?
Yep, definitely. You hit the nail on the head, Ryuji.
Perhaps her mother was researching this cognitive science that was mentioned?
There you go, Makoto, piecing everything together like the fucking genius you are. I love you, goddammit.
Cognitive science with a PSI in front. Less science, more supernatural. That's important.
Well, that certainly got her attention. It seems we're on the right track.
So, cognitive science. Futaba, what was your mother working on? Please tell us. What happened?
She's not answering.
Yo, maybe save this for later? Seems she's been through some serious shit, so, you know.
True. She did say things like, die.
Makoto hug.
Hold on. Futaba-chan, did you really kill your mother?
Whoa, you moron!
Wasn't her death an accident? What actually happened? Maternity neurosis? Is that really true?
It ain't.
On.
We saw what your heart is like, but we still can't figure anything out. The mother that Boss told us about is completely different from your cognition.
Yeah. But she's not really gonna... This isn't gonna get through to her, you know? We're gonna have to change it, you know? Directly, like we're gonna do.
We want to hear the truth from your mouth.
My mom was... The one who killed her was...
It's possible that she can't remember because her heart has become distorted.
Makoto huggle. Big ol' Futaba huggle.
I'm so sorry, Futaba-chan.
Large amounts of on
It's
hug.
just that... I went through a lot myself, and I'm sorry.
I'm trying to remember. Hold on. Is it because of... I feel like this... Like, I'm trying to figure out exactly why On went that way and why she's apologizing like this, in this way. I think maybe it has something to do with... with Suzui? Or, like, the fact that she was kind of deluding herself with the Kamoshida thing going on with Kamoshida, because she thought it would help Suzui. She thought it would help Suzui's starting position, but, like, you know, she was deluding herself the whole time. But is that kind of why this kind of outburst happened? I'm not 100% sure, really, but it makes sense that it would be related to the Kamoshida incident, especially because she says this right here, that she went through a lot herself.
There! Now steal it!
It's not quite how that works. I'm sorry, Futaba.
What's gotten into you all of a sudden?
Well, Ryuji, we've got to meet a Moe quota somehow. Anyway.
Come on! Hurry it up! We did come to steal your heart, but it's not really done right here at this moment.
Many Makoto hug.
All you really had to do was open that closet door. I'm sorry we made you jump to conclusions. You don't have to be like that.
Large Makoto and Futaba hugs for eternity.
I see.
And right back in, huh? I love the way she
in.
just dejectedly just backs up and slams down.
What's the meaning of this? Did you guys trick me?
No, please listen. There's a reason we had to do this.
She's aware of the cognitive world, but it seems she doesn't understand how a change of heart occurs.
Futaba, how much do you know about the cognitive world?
I know that there's another world based on cognition, but I don't know how to get there. Can you guys go there? You said you saw my heart earlier.
Yes, that's right.
How do you do it?
We use a smartphone app.
An app?
Yes. By entering the required information, we can go to the cognitive world.
A name, a place, and a distortion. Those three. So in this case, Futaba saw...
Futaba? You don't happen to have this app,
I
do
think
you?
Makoto specifically cut him off there in order to not sort of make her worse right now, which is smart, but yeah.
I don't.
Well, actually, you do. The eye thing. It's just that you don't know what it is yet.
Thank goodness.
Actually, well,
Okay then.
she does have it. She, again, like I said, she doesn't know what the fuck it is yet. She mentioned the eyeball on her phone earlier. She's like, what is this thing? But yeah.
Can you take me with you too?
No.
I gotta agree. Just leave this to us.
I'll leave it to you then.
Good. And you better not forget about our promise, alright? Oh yeah, almost forgot. The treasure's not gonna appear if we don't ever read this.
Hey, Ryuji is the one who remembered that, by the by. So, hey, credit where credit is due, right?
A calling card?
It's the one you prepared. Read it.
I can't read it. It's too dark.
You could just come out.
Not yet.
It's embarrassing.
Oof.
What?
I'll make sure she reads it, so you guys go on ahead.
Futaba, make sure you read it, okay?
Okay.
Let's see. Futaba Sakura has committed a great sin of drowning in sloth.
Like
Thus,
me,
we
I
will
feel
rob
you
every
there.
last bit of those distorted desires.
Chop a hug.
No. I'm going to die.
Good.
So, you know, considering, okay, so it doesn't really make sense to me earlier why Shadow Futaba talked to her the way she did. Saying, how long are you gonna shut yourself out for them? How long are you gonna blame yourself for this? Because, well, that blame, that self-blame, that's supposed to be personified in her, right? And the moment, like, we're gonna steal their desires, like, of course, reacting like that wouldn't, reacting any other way wouldn't really make sense for this game, but, like, especially in a gameplay sense, but, like, if she's gonna ask Futaba, how long are you gonna do this, like, she wants to basically not exist anymore, because Shadow's Futaba would not exist anymore in that same way if, at least, like, in that, like, she wouldn't be the ruler of the palace if she wouldn't, the palace wouldn't be there if she didn't blame herself so much, right? So, I don't really get it. I don't really get why she would turn around and say that to Futaba, but then react the same way as all the other shadows did to, having those desires threatened, even though she basically told Futaba herself to give them up. As far as I'm aware, that's essentially what happened. Let me know, friends, if y'all have a different take on that makes a little bit more sense than the one I feel like I came away with, because it sort of seems contradictory how she talked, how, the things that Shadow Futaba said to real-world Futaba in light of, well, this and just, the context of the game in general, but hey. Gotta keep beating that Moe quota. Poor Futaba. I feel like she's kind of one of those at the mercy of the Moe quota female characters. There's always at least one of those.
Kitty, you again?
Yep, kitty cat. The palace's security level is so high I can feel it from all the way out here. Futaba seemed totally up for getting her heart stolen. What's up with this? Something about this place is really is unusual. Either way, there's only one thing for us to do now. We send a calling card. I mean, they don't really explain it. Actually, well, they might actually later, but not now. But they at least did address the same point I was making. More or less, but in kind of a different way. Like, real Futaba does want it to happen. And so does Shadow Futaba to some degree, it seems like. Although, like, she wants Futaba to get through it herself, and not for this to happen because it's an intrusion of her palace. I don't know. It is very odd. But I guess Shadow Futaba would die this way if... I don't know, man. It's very confusing. It seems a little contradictory what she said to Futaba earlier, but let me know, friends, if you have a different take on that that makes more sense than what I got. Though it might just be an inconsistency in the writing. Which, it's really hard probably to not have any of those in a game this fucking huge. So anyway, especially translated from Japanese to English of all language combinations too, because yeah, it's not very easy to translate from Japanese to English in a good way, in a way that, I mean, you can't be literal. That's as far as I'm aware. A lot of times you literally cannot translate literal Japanese into literal English. It doesn't really work that way. You have to be ambiguous and especially because, you know, this is localized in a lot of ways for Western audiences, you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna be, again, I'm gonna keep the same party for the time freaking being. So, not sure why I'm doing this, just, it's fun, okay? That's my excuse. Alright, so. Chamber of Sanctuary East. Bam. I do believe it's exactly where we need to go.
Let's do it.
Let me make sure something real quick. Yes, good. One other thing. Double good, yeah. Let's do it. Let's fight a boss. Let's fight a boss. Yay. Oh, hold on. I am going the right way, right? Right? This way, right? Right? Wait, hold on. No, I'm forgetting. It's the corridor. I'm used to it being the last area we go to, right? I'm glad I remembered this instead of just wandered fucking all the way through this place being like, where is it though? I'm glad I just remembered that it's the end of the corridor, it's not this place.
Yes!
So, corridor summit. Whoops. It's probably going to be a lot faster to do this than to run up the stairs. Not even probably, that must be a lot faster than that. Alright, so.
Hey!
I hope she read the calling card. So did Dergy. But it's okay, she did. I mean, after all the trouble we went through, she damn well better have read it. You could be a little bit more understanding, Ryuji, but he doesn't get her at all. Like, at all, to any degree. So I don't really blame him for being as particularly impatient with her as he is.
Nice!
But still. It's still a little bit like, come on, Ryuji. Try to be a little more considerate, you know?
Incredible.
This is the place that represents Futaba's room. Yep, this is the heart of a hacker, alright. Anyways, where's the treasure?
This way!
I'm getting a strong signal from above us. The treasure is definitely manifested. There's no knowing what may lie ahead, so let's be vigilant as we push toward the treasure.
Let's see it.
Treasure! My friends. Ronnie Durgan.
I can see it.
Now's not the time to stick around and fight! Stay alert!
But there are enemies in our way, so what else are we supposed to do? Dang it, Light is... There's no way, but I just want to at least exhaust the option. Yeah, I didn't think so. However... This is probably really dangerous.
Can't hit the enemy's weak spot right now.
But... Yeah, too dangerous. We're not doing anything to it. In fact, fuck, we're going... Thankfully... Okay, she blocks darkness. Good. She withstood... Okay, yeah. Yeah, okay, no. Yeah, we are gonna just leave. Because we need our SP right now. And I just used some already, so...
Doesn't seem to have a weakness. Let's try making it dizzy.
Well, okay, yeah, you're right. It's not time to stick around, but I definitely get... It's just like, should you really do that? I mean, grinding should happen in Mementos anyway, so... And I really do want to just get to Futaba herself, so we're rushing past these guys. We're gone. So... order. Get the fuck out.
Alright, I'll look for a way out. We're getting out of here.
Let's just run!
You ready?
Thank God. Panther didn't even need to move. Because, well, if she just healed herself, but it wasn't enough, and she wasn't blocking, probably could have killed her. Well, I mean, even if it's blocking, I don't know if that would really help against something like, you know, insect kills. Oh, shit. This is really, okay.
What happened?
I feel like this should not be a thing that exists before a boss. But maybe that's just because me and I'm being impatient. It should just be the boss room. There shouldn't even be the ability to waste SP on the way. Especially SP, you know? Hello, there we go.
Looking cool, Joker!
Bless skills will work here. The enemy is weak, but don't relax yet.
There!
Oh my god, really? It missed both of them.
Persona! Feel my rage!
We have defeated an enemy!
I don't think her skills are ineffective. Stay
Fire
focused.
Bill. So,
Here we go!
hey, we don't even need to use her fire because we can choke her.
Come on!
Heck ye.
This one's
I love that. That is badass and fun.
Now that's style!
Pretty great, huh?
Yep, pretty great.
Only one more. Let's go!
I'm afraid, but hopefully not too afraid to do this. I probably am though, right? No? Okay, yeah, good. I am not afraid. I'm not too afraid to do that. Thank God. Now,
They caught us!
fuck shit.
Let's thrash them!
Persona!
You can hit their weak point?
There!
Looking cool,
See, I'm already
Joker!
using a bunch of
This
that.
is our chance. You can hit their weakness!
Okay, let's go ahead and pass it over to Makoto. Bam.
Do it!
Not over yet!
Charge, Johanna!
That's two on the floor!
Go get him, Queen! Disarray! Finish her!
Multiple
Holy
enemies.
shit.
Oh, this is getting annoying.
I agree.
Alright, Queen! Queen hit their weakness!
Might as well
Nice!
do a bunch of damage. By the way,
We
what
are the
these-
better fighters. Use fire
Fire.
attacks to hit its weak point.
Bam.
It's yours!
Not over yet!
Persona!
You can aim for their weak spot!
Dance, Carmen!
Alright, Panther!
This
That's
is
two out of the way!
This'll end it!
Aren't we the best?
Yes, absolutely. We are on. I love you on, but I love Makoto a lot more, and in a more literal way. Joker does. By literal, I mean romantically. I should probably stop saying literal and say romantically, because, well, I also would say I love my parents and I love my friends, but I don't mean romantically, you know, I say that. So, yeah, you know. Love comes in all forms, as they say, so I think what I should say instead of literal is romantic in that kind of, a context. Yeah, I'm just gonna fucking... I don't really fucking care about the treasure in here. Like, I feel like I should. I do have all the... I do have all of the... I do have all the seeds. I remember that, right? Yeah, complete.
Something.
I don't care about what else is in here, then. Let's just leave. I don't want to use up any more of my SP and items. So, yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff I could be doing in here, but I'm just not. Like, I don't care.
Joker!
Let's just do it. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be so rushy, but maybe
If
I
I use
want
this-
to be, so.
I can change my heart. Vocal input. Futaba Sakura? Sojiro Sakura's house. And then something about distortion. Distortion. Not again.
You killed her!
You're a plague murderer!
It's all your fault!
You're the one who killed her! Come near me! Your fault!
Murderer!
No!
Oof.
That's right. I remember now. That
back when they were here, I messaged Doom in the chat and...
There we go.
Input accepted. Searching for route to destination.
Why did she burst out of her room? Why would she do that? Like, the last thing she'd do is burst out of her room, right? I wonder why she does that there. That doesn't seem consistent with her so far. I don't know, let me know if you think...
go in now? No!
Oof.
You're the murderer! You're the one who...
I'm guessing she figured out that the IAP was the thing, right? After the Kodo conversation.
Beginning navigation.
Must have been it. Either that or she knew beforehand and said that she didn't know it, but no. Like, she figured it out in the interim. That makes the most sense to me.
This ain't what I was imagining.
Were you expecting a mountain of treasure or something of that sort?
There is that over there.
That's it?
The treasure must be inside.
All right, let's take it.
It's never that
Be
simple,
careful.
Ryuichi.
Treasure!
Oh my god.
There's something here.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Yep. Oh, this scene is really awesome.
Is it a shadow? No! Then...
It's not Futaba.
Don't tell me.
This is insane!
If it's not a shadow, then what is it?
It's a cognition! A monster that Futaba's cognition created!
How can that be?
Hey, look out! Here it comes!
Yeah, that... See, so much shipping, in-game shit. I forgot about that. I forgot that he, he saves her there. That's awesome. More shipping. I'm a happy Durgan. Cute. By the way, I love this particular song very much. You know who's gonna fall? You. Really hard, and then we're gonna beat the fuck out of you. We're gonna do it a few times, and you're gonna be dead.
We've got no other option. Let's take it down with our guns and skills.
Hack ye, motherfucker.
It's time. Got this.
Penises and badges, vaginas and butts. I'm sorry for that. Anyway,
Go down.
sorry for the random just utterance of genital words and things. Ouch. I'm sure that is weird and uncomfortable for at least some. I apologize for that. Some of you friendery knows. Frame off ray, flash bomb diorama. I'm considering you got hurt. Good bit here, just to heal you.
My eyes! This is my other self!
Trouble landing his attack.
You know what? Hold on.
Awaiting orders, Joker. I'll try this.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay, no, on was the other one, okay. Let's go ahead and have her do that on him.
This'll do.
Persona! That's not right.
Shoot Bangle? Said guns and skills. Should I though? Yeah, I will. Oh boy.
How far did it fly up? What's it gonna do? Don't tell me. Is it gonna dive attack us? Damn that thing. When's it gonna strike?
I know it's gonna be like several turns. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Use my persona!
Have her... Hold on. Actually...
Okay.
Okay, I know it's gonna be several turns, right?
Let's go.
Pretty sure, right? You know, what if I just beef Joker up really hard just to make sure to do anything he can do? I'm just gonna try that. But there's no photo.
Hey,
yeah.
Any advice here?
Heal Joker again, just to make sure, like, if Joker dies, we're fucked. So everyone start guarding. Oh no, yeah, that was dumb. I should have had everyone guard, huh? Like, I swear that there were several turns before. Okay. Oof, everyone needed the guard there. Whoops. Like, I swear that beforehand there were more turns in between that. So that's why I did that. Whoops. Like, beforehand meaning the original P5. So, whoopsie. And if not, then double whoopsie. I just need to remember that. But, ow. Okay, well, now that's done.
Not this one.
You know what, honestly, first things first.
Let's see. This one.
Oh, this isn't good. You can't. I can't help it. There's some.
Morgana hug. Oh, that's right, we just gotta survive for a while, and then, well, Futaba happens.
So this is inside my heart. I didn't think it'd be like this.
Huh?
Do you remember? This is the suicide note. The men in black suits read it right after Mom died. That's correct. Look at the next one. This is... when Mom jumped in front of that car. That's right. Now the next. No. Don't run. I thought you made your mind up after you talked to the Phantom Thieves.
I don't understand. Why is she... Oh, no, she's not the one fighting them. It's her, right? It's Wakaba. But, like, she still raised the alarm, so I'm very confused. Or was it Wakaba that raised the alarm, even though that wasn't clear? Oh, maybe... Okay, I guess it makes more sense that Wakaba raised the alarm. And she's trying to basically protect herself by having Futaba... I don't know, man. It's interesting. It makes more sense to me that Wakaba raised the alarm.
Oh, look.
Considering, well, she's the boss and not Shadow Futaba.
It's me complaining. Mom scolded me for bothering her.
Yes.
I knew it. It was me who killed Mom. I was a bad daughter. I weighed her down and she hated me for it.
Futaba, no, she didn't hate you for it. That's the one thing that you need to realize the most, is that she still loved you. Many Futaba Haki.
It's just like I remember.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Remember everything. Don't avert your eyes. When did this happen?
Just a little before Mom died. I whined about wanting to go on a family trip, but she scolded me and said no.
Was that all she said?
Mom said, I'm too busy right now. I need to finish my cognitive research as soon as possible.
And what did you do?
I threw a tantrum. Told her she thought her research was more important than I was. That's when she scolded me.
What did she say afterwards? There was more.
Did she say, my research is almost over. Once it's finished, we can go wherever you like. I'm sorry I've left you alone for so long, Futaba. Please try to understand, though.
Huggy, see? Yeah, it's very clear just from that she cared a lot more than Futaba feels like she does. A lot of times in these kind of situations, it's easy to decide that people hate you. Because of how you feel in relation to how they act towards you. If you feel hated, then oftentimes you're like, oh, they must hate me. But that's your feelings. It doesn't necessarily reflect anything regarding the other person whatsoever. It's just hard to get around that a lot of the time. to remember that, to realize that, to think in that direction. But the more you deliberately try to think in that direction, the better. The easier it is, and the easier life is, the more that you practice that particular skill. I definitely can attest to that. So, you know, it's a good thing to try, for sure.
This research is really important. I need to complete it. Even if it costs me my life.
Did she hate you?
Even if it costs her her life. So, did she feel like it was possible that she could have been killed? Maybe not similarly to the way she was killed, but killed for it? I do believe she thought so. And she also had told Sotaro a similar thing. I remember, I don't know if that conversation was already had, but he does tell us about that at some point, so... Indeed.
She didn't? What? She smiled. Ugh, my head, it hurts, which is true.
Your memories.
Huh? It's calling me?
The hell? We ain't doing shit to it!
Huh? Futaba? You came into your cognitive world?
Mm-hmm. The person themselves coming into their own palace? If that happens...
That's...
You killed her!
No!
Why don't you say something?
Futaba hug.
It's your fault! It's my fault. It's my fault that Mom...
I love her. See, Makoto is the one that rushes to her side first. I love her so much, damn it. God damn. Like, this is where he's really getting into Makoto here. Like, there's a lot more, I think, canon shipping evidence about Makoto than anyone else, at least in vanilla P5. In Royal, I'd say that it starts giving shipping evidence for Kasumi earlier, and possibly more. Definitely more earlier, but, well, in Futaba's palace, definitely there's a lot for Makoto's. From the, you know, the thunderstorm incident, where she holds on to Joker, and she also has to hold his hand, to this, where he saves her. There's so much canon ship evidence here, and I'm very hyped for it, because I love her a lot, and she's my waifu for life.
Wait, is that monster her mother?
Futaba's desires and guilt must have distorted her cognition of her. The wish that her mother was alive again is mixed in as well, along with those eerie jeers.
You are nothing but a demon who stood in my way. I wish you had never been born. That way I could have announced my results without having to waste my time on you. I poured my heart and soul into that research. It would have been the discovery of the century.
What does she mean by that? Could she be talking about cognitive science?
You're going to die. There is no meaning to your life. No one needs you.
See, that sort of thing is what Futaba thinks about herself in relation to the fact that her mother just didn't have the time to reassure her in the ways a child often needs to be reassured in order to not have these kinds of issues. And I know this because my parents did the same in a less drastic way, and I had to learn my way out of that, you know, myself, so... And when I was 15, she's 15, right? When I was 15, I was very much like her, though a little bit toned down because, you know, my mom didn't commit suicide, and, you know, it's not like my mom was a single mother either. I had both my parents my whole life, which I know is a blessing that not a lot of people don't get to experience anyway, you know, by itself.
Nobody cares about me.
Futaba hug. Look at all these people concernedly fawning over you, Futaba. A lot of times it can be pretty hard to remember that even in moments like this.
I should never have had Futaba. She was always such a bother. It seems you caused your mother a great deal of trouble, Futaba-chan.
Fuck you, dude, for causing her to be like this. Because you basically caused her to be like this. Fuck you.
She must
for
have
causing
had
us so
some
much
kind of
pain
maternity
in order
neurosis.
to cover this up. Cover up the fact that you guys killed her. That must have been why they did this. Fuck you, dude. So much.
Hey, we're gonna be in deep shit if this keeps
Aw,
up.
look at Makoto rubbing her back. I love, oh my god, so much. I
So
love Makoto.
because she thinks she killed her mother, and because she thinks she deserves to die, Futaba gave birth to a palace where her mother wants her dead?
Futaba-chan, look! There's no way that monster is your mother! It's just an illusion you created!
But... She never abused you, did she? Boss told us! He said she did her best to raise you alone!
Isn't this a false memory that's been imprinted upon you?
A false memory? Ugh!
You made your mother destroy all her research, Futaba-chan. She had worked so hard on it as well.
No, you destroyed her research along with her, you fucktards. Fuck you. Fuck you and your shrugging bullshit. Fuck
She
you.
lost her mind. And it's all because of
No,
you.
it's all because of you, you piece of fucking...
It's your fault!
It's her shadow!
Futaba Sakura, remember!
You're the reason she committed suicide. You were just getting in the way of her research. Why did you think it was suicide?
Because of the note.
Exactly. The men in black suits read her suicide note to you. And what was written on it?
All of her complaints about me.
Yes. The shock and the pain led you to avert your eye, but they kept reading it aloud in front of your relatives. Think hard. Was that suicide note real? Would the mother you loved so much truly have written that? Did she ever say such horrible things to you?
Nope.
No! She scolded me whenever I had tantrums, but she cared for me.
Then what about the suicide note?
A total lie!
You were used. They forged her suicide note and laid the blame of her death upon you. They trampled all over your young heart. Get mad. Don't forgive those rotten adults!
It's because I couldn't face myself, or Mom's death. Even then, why did they have to yell at me like that?
Futaba-chan?
What denies you is an illusion.
There we go.
A curse put upon you by the Heartless. You knew from the very beginning, and yet you cowered in fear.
This voice sounds very much like the lady, the butterfly lady the spoiler lady that talks to Joker at the beginning of the game, and also when you lay down in the bed in the Velvet Room. But I don't think it's the same
That's
lady.
right. I knew, but I...
Because I'm pretty sure her persona and that lady are not related in any way, as far as I remember. Pretty sure the personas are just their own beings.
Will you die as you
Their own
were
beings that
told?
are created within those people's minds, as far as I'm aware.
Who will you obey? Cursed words spat out by a seething illusion? Or the truth within your own soul?
It's your fault.
I won't let those distorted lies deceive me anymore. And I won't be led astray by others' voices either.
Look at the beauty of this scene. It's her determination in the freaking background. Look at this shit. And the fucking piano. God, I love this game.
I'm going to trust my own eyes and my own heart to distinguish the truth from the
And
lies.
the pan and camera angle really helps too. Just make this even more epic.
There's no way you're my mom! You're just a fake created by those horrid adults! I'll never forgive them!
By the way, really, really big kudos to her voice actress. I'm tearing up here, God. Oy.
What is that? Huh? Whoa!
The tentacles... I feel like that's honestly pandering to hentai lover people, which kind of makes me go, come on, game, really? Are you really doing this, Atlas? That's definitely some fan service. But at least it's only for a split second. Why does it have to be tentacles, though? I mean, everyone knows what the context of that stuff is. Like, no. If you're playing a game like this, there's no way you haven't seen hentai most of the time. So it's like, come on. I mean, like, that's obviously, hey people, draw Futaba being raped by those tentacles. There's no way no one's done that. I'm never gonna look that up. I'm hopefully never gonna see something like that. I might have already, because I've gone down Persona hentai rabbit holes before, but not about her as much as, well, mostly Makoto and also Takemi and Sai. Anyway.
Mom! No, that's not her! You're just a monster!
Talking back to your own mother. You've spent too much time with me. No good mom, haven't you? I'll crush them.
Damn! It's going to swoop down on us again, isn't it? What can we do?
We can guard like motherfuckers. We're counting on you.
This is my heart's world, right? Hacking into my distortion should be no problem for me.
I won't let you!
Awesome.
You goddamn rat.
Now it's our turn. Here goes! I'm summoning our ultimate weapon to the battlefield.
A ballista?
Shoot it down with this, then beat the crap out of it.
Ah, I get it now. Let's go.
Let's bring that thing down. I'll shoot it.
You want me to fire it, right? I can shoot it down. You want me to fire it, right?
Makoto being the badass to shoot this just is too hot for me to pass up, so yes.
I'll carry this out.
It's time.
Too damn hot for me to pass up. There's no way I can pass it up.
Zechariah! Ravage them!
Persona! Go!
Let's go.
After all I did to raise you, you dare neglect your mother like this? I am your mother, the one and only in this whole awful world.
That's not true, motherfucker.
What? Why won't you admit it? Why?
Because you're a lying motherfucking...
Mom is gone. No matter how much I wish for her to be with me, it'll never come true. That's why I'll live in the real world. Even if she's not there with me anymore.
Futaba
And I'm
hug.
gonna live my life as free and happy as I can.
I believe in Futaba. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Because goddamn, I'm 26, and I'm just now basically feeling like I'm living the way that I want to as far as my freedom goes. And I'm still working on otherwise, but I think I'm getting there as far as what I'm focusing on, at least. Which is, all the things that I love doing. Which, is games. It's part of why I'm doing YouTube so much. I'm really working on this now. It feels good.
For a child to survive on your cruel world, they need a concerned mother figure like me. Understand?
You're fake, though. And also, Makoto's doing a lot better job of being a concerned mother figure than your angry, fake-ass bitch. Listen, the real Wakaba was awesome. It's very, and really as best a mother as she possibly could be. That's very clear, but you were a fucking bitch, so fuck you. And like I said, Makoto's a pretty good mother figure, from what I've seen. Yeah.
Listen,
and also on
my
too,
mom
probably.
is so
More
precious
Makoto.
to me, and I still love her a ton. But you're not her.
Aw.
And I'll never live a life where everything gets decided by someone else.
I believe in Futaba.
Naughty children who defy their parents should be punished.
No, you're not. This. Change direction. Aim the tip at her.
And the tip at her, right? Brain stop, no. Anyway, listen, I'd totally bang a hot Sphinx lady with glasses. I mean, what? I said nothing at all. What?
Go down!
Persona! Ha!
I am thou.
I lend it!
Ow. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Nice! Like, Futaba really should have said aim the arrow at her, and my brain would have not gone in that direction. I'm blaming Futaba for my crazy brain. Yep, totally the reason. No, actually, no, I should blame Makoto for my pervy brain if I'm gonna go in that direction. Anyway,
Shut up! You're not my mom! You're just a monster born from my own weakness! Everyone, keep attacking it! Don't let up!
Let's go! Persona!
Not that.
You've got good moves.
No.
Your opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I'm pretty sure it's not going to have any weaknesses. So, I'm just beat the shit out of
Do
it.
this!
Literally, as in with physical and gun shit. And also, let's see here.
What's my next move?
Increases attack, stat buff, negates fire resistance, which I don't think she has, so let's decrease her attack with let's have everyone else physical
Persona!
Especially Yusuke with Rising Slash.
Die!
I need to remember to use stuff like Rising Slash after. Baton passes because of how it powers up afterwards.
Persona!
I just keep forgetting to do that. Increase defense for one ally. Let's go ahead and do that to Joker again.
Let's go.
Also, I need to heal him. Next person that can. Oh, he's just not even able to. Alright, on. Go ahead and heal up my boy, please.
This one!
Thank you.
I am thou.
Persona! Ready, Joker.
Okay, yeah, that's still all she's got. So, Freyla.
No holds barred!
Physical does seem to do a lot more to her, as far as just numbers-wise, so. Physical and shoot bang, which means I can also use triple shot on her this way, right?
You need to deal with the despair. It's bad to just ignore it.
Don't rush it. Persona!
I will go ahead and
Go down!
heal poor Yusuke
Come on,
with...
keep up.
Oh, hey! On will do it without me even having to do anything. Very nice, very lucky. Alright, so. How about you just shoot bang? Well, you have ammo to do it with. Shoot bang her.
Let's go.
That's not a him. Speaking of shoot bang, let's just have a lot of shoot bang at her right now. have Makoto
Persona!
heal Yusuke.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yauchi. Yauchi, poor on.
Persona! You're mine.
Oh yeah, triple damage to the noise skill. Why don't you heal yourself on?
Get ready! Hey!
And
I am thou.
can't use Rising Slash.
Persona!
You heal Joker just in case. To make sure that he's topped off and not like super low and in danger of dying or anything at any point. I'm not even gonna listen to her right now anymore. I'm not even gonna care about how I respond. I really just want to get through this. But this seems like a pivotal moment, so I'll actually let her talk here. I feel kind of bad for not letting Futaba talk, but I just kind of... There's a lot of points like this where I just want the story to get on with it, you know what I mean? Because I've experienced this game before, and it just has too much fluff, too much repetition. Especially in pivotal moments like this. Pacing seems way too slow in general. I'm pretty sure most people would agree with that. I love this game like myself. And I love it, and I said the same thing. And I know other people that I've watched on YouTube have said the same. And I've watched a good few, at least parts of Let's Plays of this game, so definitely.
Focus on healing up!
And I've watched at least one or two Persona 5 LPs, Persona 5 original, start to finish, so...
You want me to fire it, right?
Ow.
I can shoot it down. You want me to fire it, RaWr. Run toward the ballista! Everyone's health is really low. Can someone heal?
You know what? Like, as much as, like, I'd kind of rather not, like... I'd rather, like, make sure I can do this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this, so that we don't have to worry about them dying.
Persona!
Take
How dignified.
Now it's payback
Persona!
Ouch. Very nice. Detox is very nice. Considering how much it triggers. Ow. She's a little overpowered from how much it triggers. Ouchie.
Change direction! Aim the tip at her!
Or you staying on. They're getting beat the fuck. I'm just glad that Makoto can't seem to take any damage when she's ballistating, or else I could be fucked here because she's low. I don't have another bead chain, right? Yeah, no. Well, oh wait, hold on, no. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I basically have them. I just, you know, I didn't read. Okay, apples do
much thanks.
Thanks, fuck.
Let's go.
I hope to not use all of them here. Or, like, any more of them, frankly. Let's hope so. But if we get damaged a bunch again, I probably should be, okay, that's not much at all, that's fine. But how is this?
Nice dodge!
Oh hey, nothing. What about this one now? Okay, that's not bad still, that's not horrible.
Adjust vertical alignment!
Especially because I think that Makoto's gonna do it this time. There we go! I think we've actually got him this time. Bam! Got her, I should say.
Go down!
Dangerously low! Hurry up and heal! Let's do this!
I would, but I'm just gonna beat the fuck out of it.
This is my other self! Prepare yourself!
I'm done for.
It's okay, Makoto. What you gotta do... Like, you can't flash bomb, but... Go ahead and... RaWr.
How's this?
I just hope I don't pay for Yeah, I won't, because she can't attack like this.
There.
Get ready!
Come on.
Take this!
Let's go.
Everyone's health is really low! Can someone
Just have
heal?
her, maybe. Like, if she does the last amount of damage here. Nope, not quite. Oh, yep. Oh, basically, yeah. Oh my god. Man. So many awesome Makoto moments I've had without really planning for them. Like in combat too. I love her, man.
It doesn't matter what you say. Futaba is my property. Defying one's mother is absolutely disgraceful.
You know it's absolutely disgraceful treating your daughter like this. Mothers in real life never do this, please. Thankfully, real life Wakaba didn't really do this at all. She just didn't know how to be there for Futaba because work just absolutely destroyed her in more ways than one. You're done for. We'll be taking Futaba sounds like kidnappers, so I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna, you know, it's a little bit less forceful. Like, we're not gonna, like, I mean, the thing is, Boss is taking care of her still anyway, so we'll be taking Futaba seems wrong. The way that, like, that's not the right way to say what I'm pretty sure is meant by that. Like, we'll be taking care of her now, at least in, like, a friend way, right? Because that is exactly what we were going to be doing. And some Jokers will be taking care of her in a more romantic way, but not mine. Not this one, anyway.
No matter what
A
you
future
say
one,
to me,
probably. I haven't romanced her yet, but I certainly want to in one of my future playthroughs. And it's probably going to be one of the I love how you get to press the X button to fire and deal that final blow. And I love that basically the final blow was Makoto this time. Again, Joker's really fucking in love with her. Like, he already had a crush on her. He is now absolutely head over goddamn motherfucking heels for her.
I leveled
he
up.
didn't think was possible because he'd already been like that for a while, but not to this point. Now he's like, oh god, I need to move fast and freaking just see, you know. The moment the mood's right, he's gonna confess to her. I really like the scene in which you do. And honestly, for roleplay reasons after this, I'm probably gonna focus on Makoto a lot more. As in, like, I'm not gonna opt for anyone else except for Maruki. The only reason I'm going to be opting for Maruki is just to make sure he's done and out of the way so that I don't have to worry about him. Because the fact that he has such a limited time to... You have such a limited time to talk to him and to actually get him up to 10. And the fact that you need to do that in order to get to the last area of the game. And the fact that there's a point in there's at least one point, the one I've run into, where he just won't talk to you. You won't be able to raise him for a while. Like, and there might be another point or two like that, but I hope not. Like, there's a lot of ways that make it hard to max him. I don't like it. That doesn't seem like good design. I feel like it should just be the limited time frame. That's it. Nothing else about his arc should, like, okay, there shouldn't, okay, it shouldn't just, he should not have that break in. It makes sense for roleplay reasons, it's like in-character reasons, like, yeah, sure, he's working on his research, now I've given him a bunch of ideas, basically, but, like, I don't know. I just don't like that as far as gameplay is, because I'd rather just be able to straight shot through him because of the limited time and the fact you need him in order to get to, I don't know, I don't like that. I really don't think that's a good gameplay decision. At all. Anyway, especially because I know for a fact a friend of mine who's a veteran of the series ended up missing him before. So that to me tells me that it's a bad gameplay decision. Anyway, it's not like honestly, like, you know, he basically said himself that he's the one who fucked up, but that he had the time. He just was focusing too much on raising his skills. But yeah, like, I still feel like that's an indicator that, yeah, that he definitely should. You should be able to raise it faster, or it should be sort of like how. me if they're racing faster, or if there shouldn't be a break, or something like that. At least they're racing faster, but I feel like there shouldn't be the break in the middle. Because Sojiro has a similar thing, but with Sojiro you don't have to max him out to keep going, you know? I don't know. Anyway. Tempest Slash. Minuscule fist damage to one foe 3 to 5 times. I'll give it a Giant Slice, because Rising Slashes, Giant Slice would be better.
My persona learned a new skill.
Yeah, Makoto. A lot of these persona screen things, as well as the, like, I remember there's a line with Morgana that sounds a little off as far as, like, actual voice acting goes. But this is the same here. This sounds not as much like Makoto as, well, the rest of her lines, I feel like, really. And it seems to always be these persona screens in the transition screens. The, you know, the screens that show your battle results, those things. Result screens, whatever you'd like to call those. Removes all but stat debuff for allies. Increases defense when melee. I'll get rid of Frey because I have Frey left. Bam.
Futaba!
Damn, you're freaking incredible!
You know who's freaking incredible? Makoto. But yes, Futaba's also definitely freaking incredible.
Whoa, what in the world? Ooh, it's totally skin tight.
Another thing showed up?
Mom?
Huh?
Futaba, thank you for choosing to remember the real me.
I'm sorry for being so selfish.
Futaba. No, frankly, she has no fucking reason to apologize.
Mom!
Huggle for Futaba.
Don't come over here. This isn't where you're supposed to be, is it?
But I finally got to see you again.
Are you being selfish again?
Huggle. Except, well, I guess maybe Wakaba does agree that she was being... Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, you know, part of what compounded this was the fact that Futaba would throw tantrums and stuff, you know. But being a child and not having the ability to, you know, your parents not being available is hard, and I definitely feel that. So that's probably why my brain went, she's not being selfish, because she's trying to get something you literally need isn't selfish, even if you're going about it the wrong way. That's honestly what I feel. It's something to work on, but it isn't selfish. Selfish is when you're putting your wants above other people's needs, or above other people's wants to a degree that's just, well, selfish, you know? But certainly above other people's needs. That's absolutely 100% horribly selfish. There's a lot of people that do that too. Really, look at corporations as almost a general business model. They need to change. Like, the idea of business needs to change for the world to continue to be, you know, working, and people to not die off in droves and droves and droves, and the world to not basically destroy itself with weather and all sorts of shit. Anyway, sorry. Deepness is over for now.
I love you, Mom.
Futaba, hug.
I love you too, Futaba.
The Durgan heart.
You should get going.
Hug. Futaba, hug.
Oh, right. Medjed.
Where are you going?
Home. I know how to use the nav now.
Oh, right.
She left.
That girl marches to the beat of her own drum, doesn't she?
Absolutely, and I love her for it.
Like you're one to talk.
Yeah, Breach has got a point there, Yusuke. But
if
hell,
we have her on our side...
I march to the beat of my own drum. Not a bad thing, just a thing that a lot of people won't get, and that's okay.
Wait, what about her treasure?
Oh yeah, we almost forgot.
It's empty?
What's going on? Wasn't it supposed to be here?
Futaba herself was the treasure, and she's gone, so of course it's empty. Shoot. This is bad.
What's the matter?
Not only did the real person come into her own palace, she awakened to a persona while she was here. This place could collapse any second now.
We've accomplished our mission if her palace is crumbling. We should hurry back to reality.
That would be wise.
Time for probably the most epic cutscene of all. I love this one. Ah, hightail it, motherfuckers!
It's catching up to us!
Running here's a bitch!
Come on, turn into a car already! I know!
On through. There he goes. Very good thinking. In fact, hell, you'd probably say she saved our asses here. And so did Morgana's ass. And I love how Makoto's the one who she's so fucking dependable. I love her. God damn it. All this work on her feet. She's probably the other reason we survived here at all. Oof, man. Very close.
Hey. You guys still alive?
I thought I was gonna die and... hey!
So much...
Go already!
So much, like, covert On and Yusuke shipping. In fact, I'm kind of amazed as to why I've seen a lot more hentai of Ryuji and On than Yusuke and On. Does anyone know why that's more of a thing in, like, as far as, like, a fan ship than Yusuke and On? Because Yusuke and On is canon as fuck, you know? Anyway.
Sorry!
Maybe it's because of this. Because of the On being accidentally violent towards him, because that's some kind of Japanese fetish? I don't know, man.
Not again.
Or another thing about... There's something about Japanese... There's a Japanese humor thing about guys being reflexively hit and having things thrown at them and everything because they were accidentally pervy. But, like, they were doing things that accidentally doing things that could be taken as pervy. Like, I hate
What
that
was that
shit.
sound?
Fuck you for that, Japan. You need to stop it. Though maybe enough Japanese people actually enjoy that in stories to where that must be why they keep doing it. But why, though? Does anyone understand that? I probably won't ever, even if you guys try to explain it to me, but thank you if you do try.
What are you guys doing out here?
Oh,
Well, we just got flung out of this, you know, tomb in desert. Wait, hold on. That probably didn't make any sense to anyone.
Reminds me, where's Futaba?
What about Futaba?
Oh, shit, fuck.
Yes! We came all this way, so how about we enjoy some coffee?
Oh, that's a great idea!
I died.
That's fine.
I'm not thirsty, though.
I almost forgot.
Okay, I don't know why I even laughed at that, because I just complained about this, but that wasn't about him being pervy. That was about, Yusuke, come on, go along with it. And you know what? It is. It's probably also because I love Makoto so much. And she's not violent because of accident perv reasons. She's violent because of other reasons. I don't know. It's weird. I don't like when stuff like what On did happened. But I guess it's okay if Makoto does it, which I don't even get that. I don't get why my brain's like that. Moving on.
I have some business.
Maybe I
to take
literally
care
am
of,
just
so
that head over
you
here.
guys go on ahead.
I feel like there's a little bit more to it than that subconsciously. I don't know.
Okay. Gotcha.
Maybe it's because it's not about being a perv, because I'm a pervy person, let's be honest here. I think we should be allowed to be pervy, you know, to a degree. I don't know. Maybe I'm just selfish in that way. I try
Let's
not
go
to
see
be super
Futaba.
pervy around women in real life, but it's difficult a little bit. Hey.
Futaba? Can you hear me? Please say something! Please!
Futaba huggy.
Could this be our fault? Is it because we defeated her monstrous mother?
No. That was nothing more than a cognitive being created in her mind. Destroying it wouldn't cause memory loss or put a physical burden on her.
What should we do?
Hey, don't you know a doctor?
You do. Can you contact them?
Yes, she's a hot goth as well. Except he won't tell her that, but I'm saying that. And of course he will. I like how Makoto's so...
A house call is gonna cost you,
so
you know.
you know.
How much will it be?
That was a joke.
So, how is her condition?
Her pulse, breathing, temperature, and blood pressure are all normal. No ocular abnormalities either. I'm not sure why, but it seems this girl is in some kind of light stupor. Furthermore, she lacks muscle for her age. I doubt she has much stamina either.
Well, that's just because she basically doesn't leave this room. Not even basically.
The rebound from
She
her
probably
awakening was too strong.
very rarely leaves it. In fact, she may not have left this room for years, literally, perhaps.
There may have been too many abnormal circumstances.
I mean, if there's a bathroom in here, definitely not.
We simply cannot keep quiet about this. We should let Boss know.
Wouldn't he figure out our identities?
Still, we should tell him, shouldn't we?
Let's go get him.
I think that would be best. Letting him know is really the only option we have.
I really love how Makoto's so absolutely every step of the way with us on this, which is the other, like, so many reasons on top of reasons on top of reasons that I feel like this is the canon pairing that makes so much sense, on top of how much I love her anyway. The most
I guess it can't be helped now. Just keep the circumstances that led up to this a secret, okay?
Will do.
Hey, Futaba? Hey! Oh dear.
About Futaba.
Well, why do you guys look so down?
Futaba-chan's condition.
What, this? It happens every so often.
Huh?
She must have used up all her energy. It's like she ran out of batteries. I think it happens because she doesn't get enough exercise.
What?
She stays like this for a few days whenever this happens. I'll make sure she gets plenty of rest. Here, keep an eye on her. I'm gonna go close the store.
It's hard to describe how I feel right now.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty frustrated.
I'm glad she's okay. But what are we gonna do about Medjed?
She's up!
Medjed. Tired. Gonna sleep for a bit.
God damn it, damn it,
She fell asleep again?
Futaba-chan!
I like how she even slept right through
For a bit?
Ryuji's.
How much
She fell
is she
asleep
planning
again?
on sleeping?
And also on.
Probably shouldn't wake her up either.
What to do?
It's too late for us to find another hacker.
All we can do is wait for her to wake up.
And that's the reason we wait a billion more days. Like,
there's still no
he says a
response
few
from the
days. It's
Phantom
like 20
Thieves
days.
to
Who
Medjed.
sleeps for
What do you
20
make of
days
this?
and survives? Anime, man. Anime.
Most likely, the Phantom Thieves simply don't have the means of confronting them.
Thank you. I mean, I'm glad someone's saying it, but does it have to be a catchy? Anyway.
After all, Medjed is quite different from anyone they've gone up against thus far. It seems their best option is to reveal their identities before more people are needlessly harmed.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you, motherfucker? Well, guess fucking what? We're not gonna do that, motherfucker. Anyway.
You really hit us where it hurts. We're going to beat them, though.
Yeet. Well, we as in Futaba whenever she wakes the fuck up! Chief is with her. I'm sure everything will be okay. I just gotta wait for Futaba to wake up. For 23 motherfucking days somehow! Anywho, friendarinos, I hope y'all have a lovely, lovely day. I will catch you in the next episode where we will do so many days of free time, and I'll figure out what the heck to do with them all then. Anywho, friends, have a lovely ones. Like, comment, subscribe if you'd like to, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.